Assalamualaikum, salam UITM di hatiku. My name is FADZREEN binti ZAMANI. My student ID 2021107685. My group consists of 5 people, include me, Muhammad Nur Ilhan bin Norman, AWAIS AL-QARNI bin NASIR, SAFWAN bin RUSLI, and Siti AISYAH binti SUHALI. Our group will represent separation of power in Malaysia. As the first representative of this group, I would like to explain the meaning of separation of power. Separation of power refers to the division of a state government into branches, each with separate independent powers and responsibilities so that the powers of one branch are not in conflict with those of the other branches. The typical division is into 3 branches, which is legislative, executive, and judiciary, which is the trias politica model. In other words, it can be constructed with the division of powers in parliamentary and system, where the executive and legislative branches overlap. The intention behind a system of separated powers is to prevent the concentration of power by providing for checks and balances. The separation of powers module is often impressively and metonymically used interchangeably with the trias politica principle, which is judiciary. And while the trias politica model is a common type of separation, there are governments that have more or fewer than 3 branches, which is include like legislative, executive, and judiciary. Thank you, that's all from me. We proceed to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum and greetings, salam UITM di hatiku. My name is AWAIS AL-QARNI bin NASIR. I'm from AM110 Group 3. So today I want to explain the importance to the development of public administration. First of all, the importance of the concept of separation of powers is that it prevents the arbitrary use of power. When absolute power is given to one body, it is bound to be abused, and that is what is meant to stop the separation of powers. The separation of powers ensures that the power of government is not concentrated in the hands of one central authority. Besides that, protection of the judicial independence, the protection and the preservation of the judiciary by ensuring that the legislature or executive does not take over power, and the exercise of legislative power in particular is subject to be controlled by the judiciary. For another importance to development of public administration, I will pass to the next presenter, Muhammad Nur Ilhan Norman. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you to the previous presenter. Salam UITM di hatiku. I'll introduce myself and my part. My name is Muhammad Nur Ilhan bin Norman, and my student ID is 20211248 and 45. So, my part is one of the most important aspects of separation of power in the public of administration. First of all, one of the most important aspects of separation of power is the decentralization of government power, which is evident in the political system. There are numerous advantages to decentralizing government control. These include effective system monitoring by each of the divisions organs of government. It also prevents one person or organ from abusing power. To substantiate this, learned Justice Oputa, a Nigerian Supreme Court judge, stated in his book Independence of Judiciary, in a democratic society, that the concept of separation of power arose from the need to ensure this restraint of governmental power by dividing the power without taking the divisions too far. In reality, the overlapping of 3 branches of government is explained by checks and balance. This aphorism explains why separation of power is so important in a state. The separation of government authorities create checks and balance in government operations. This means that the organs of government will be checking on each other's operations, and accountability will be ensured as a result. Thank you. For the next part, I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera to Madam Ani Johnny. So, my name is Siti AISYAH binti SUHALI and my student ID is 2021109527. So the topic that I take is the issues of separation of power in Malaysia. So the first subtopic that I took is the abuse of power. The issues about the abuse of power involves the parties holding the three branches of government. The decision made will not only meet the need of people, but also focus on one party only. So, I'll pass the next content to the next presenters. Thank you.
The issues of separation power in Malaysia. The abuse of power, one of the issues. It would have strengthened the understanding of power and how easily people can use and abuse it. In fact, the term use and abuse is subjective. If some group were the group which lost to benefit of someone who have a leader title, surely they will feel that they are abused their power. However, if the person were the leader who manipulate his group for his own benefit, absolutely the leader would feel like the leader used leader's power well. Now, it can be understand what it means to be a leader, as there are always two sides to being one. Of course, no one is a perfect leader. Even Ralph, who represent the democracy and civilization, took part in the slaughter of Simon and insult of Piggy. Will a future, one day, the leader who leads their group to a better tomorrow? Or will they be a leader who manipulates others to achieve others' goals? Remember, the power is in their hands. So, that's all for me. Thank you so much.